our studios in Frankfurt, Germany, this is the AFN Evening News.
On August 13th, 1961, the first barbed wire entanglements of the Berlin Wall went up. Soon after that, the Berlin Wall, as it looks today, was erected. Now, 28 years later, all that is changing.
We got the word pretty much the night before that something was happening.
Then last night around 7 o'clock, Politburo member Günter Schabowski went on national television from East Berlin to announce that East Germany had opened her borders.
So I go back in the back and I start ripping off wire copy, and people began slowly streaming across the wall, and I was absolutely stunned. It was remarkable. I said, this has got to be some sort of a joke. It's got to be a hoax, you know. As it turned out, we found out that it was not a hoax at all, that it was in fact real.
Moments later, hundreds of thousands of Berliners, both east and west, took to the streets. AFN Berlin also took to the streets with their cameras to catch the celebration on tape. As Berliners left East Berlin, champagne and tears flowed as family members, loved ones, and total strangers embraced at the thought of a wide-open city.
First, we started on radio, giving updates all the time. In Berlin, things were starting to happen at the wall, so they were starting to call in reports, so we went on the air every half hour instead of every hour. And we dispatched Sergeant Kelly Rowe out to the fence, you know, which divided. The wall is just in Berlin, but the fence divided us between East and West Germany to one of the big border crossings.
Now, Sergeant Rowe, you've been up for many hours. Must have been pretty exciting this morning.
Yes, it was. As soon as we got there, we noticed that cars were already starting to come in from the east, and we immediately started setting up our cameras and recording some of the history being made at the time.
And I was driving up the Autobahn on the way, and then there was this awful odor. It smelled like sulfur, you know, like coal burning. I'm from Pittsburgh, and I knew that smell, sulfur. What the heck is that? And I came and I passed a tremendous long convoy of Trabants in East German license plates. They all had East German. Well, this was amazing. I'd never seen one car on the German Autobahn with East German license plates, let alone many dozens. There was a couple hundred.
They've got everything packed up in the back of their car, and well, as you'll see, a trailer here at the end of the car. That's everything they own right there.
And you could see people, you know, tears flowing, coming through, kissing and hugging everybody. He brought that perspective. And then the folks in Berlin had taped people coming over the wall, and they, rustled that down to us real quick so we could put that on.
It's a great day for Berlin and for all German people that the border is finally open after 40 years.
I made a promise to myself that one of these days, when I was an old man, I might come back to Berlin and drive through the Brandenburg Gate. And it looks like I might be able to do it before I even leave on my tour.
And I couldn't stand the temptation to walk on the wall now, because when this wall falls down, I will be the first one who gets a piece of it for my home.